What's going on, guys? Crazy Pizza Man 21 here. Today I'm here with my review of all of CKY's albums. Now, before I get into this for a bit, I'm going to say I did not wear my CKY shirt because it's dirty, unfortunately, but I'm wearing Judas Priest today. Aside from that, I'm going to be doing all of CKY's main albums. I'm not going to be doing anything pre-CKY, like Foreign Objects, Oil, stuff like that. I'm just going to do their main albums. So, without further ado, I'm going to go straight into Volume 1. Volume 1, it's a really good album. I'd probably argue it's the darkest of CKY's albums. Not in terms of, like, lyrical writing, but more in terms of, theme and overtone. It's probably definitely their darkest record, but it's also insanely good. It's got a lot of great tracks in here. A lot of people mostly just listen to 96 Quite Bitter Beings, which is still the best song on the album, but there's a lot of other good stuff like Knee Deep. Knee Deep is probably like my personal favorite off the album. Best song obviously is 96, but personal favorite would be Knee Deep. Knee Deep is my jam. I like that. Then there's stuff like Rio Bravo, Disengage the Simulator. Those are all, like, the whole album is really good. It really got a really nice overtone to it. And one thing you'll notice throughout CKY's career is that they've remained pretty consistent. Some people would argue that's probably a bad thing. They didn't really experiment too much, but for what it is, it's really good, and I don't see a problem with it. Yeah, so Volume 1. Now, Volume 2, I don't know. I know I'm probably going to go through these albums quick, but I'm not really a reviewer. I'm just saying what I think of the albums, so if you don't like it, bye. Anyway, so Volume 2 I'm really not going to harp on too much, because Volume 2 is really mostly demos and, like, audio tracks from the CKY movies. So there's really not much to say about it. It's mostly demo recordings. It's probably best if, like, you're into the bands, really. Like, if you're watching this and you've never even heard of CKY or anything like that, you probably don't want to listen to Volume 2. It's more of, like, one of those albums, like, for fans like me that are like, you know, like, oh wow, this is cool demo recordings. It's one of my favorite songs. So, like, demo recordings like Foreign Object songs and stuff like that. So Volume 2, if you're a CKY fan, totally listen to it if you can track down a copy of it. It's kind of hard. They re-released it a few years ago. I remember that's when I got mine. But if you could track it down, I guess if you're a hardcore CKY fan, definitely get it. But otherwise, I'd worry more about listening to the other stuff. Speaking of which, Infiltrate, Destroy, Rebuild. I would probably argue this is the greatest album of all time. From start to finish, it's a fantastic album. There's really no weak tracks, although I could argue Plastic Plan and Frenetic. I'm an idiot. I don't know how to say a lot of words. And don't ignore the Confederate flag. That's for Dimebag Darrell. But I don't really know how to say that last word. So Frenetic and Plastic Plan are arguably the only two weakest tracks on the album, but they're still really good tracks. And it's not really enough for me to, like, want to skip over them. They're still really good. I would just argue that they're not as strong as some of the other songs, like Escape from Hellview, for example. It's like my favorite song of all time. And from start to finish, this album's amazing. And if you just want to know how much they dedicated to this album, they literally made a music video for every single track on there. Actually, hold on. Yeah, now because I'm setting up my room, but I do have this here, the Infiltrate, Destroy, Rebuild video album. This is literally a music video for every single track off the album, and all of the videos are amazing, especially Escape from Hellview one. That one's really cool. But yeah, so if you're really into, like, horror themes, if you're really into rock or alternative rock, I'd say CKY is. I'd probably argue CKY is like alternative rock. Definitely listen to Infiltrate, Destroy, Rebuild. Hands down my favorite album they made, and I'd probably say Volume 1 is definitely close, as a close second. Not to say the other albums are bad, just these are, like, my personal favorites is IDR and Volume 1. But yeah, give that a listen. Best track, Escape from Hellview. I'm trying to think, what's, like, other really good tracks, like, like Shock and Terror, Inhuman Creation Station, which actually the Inhuman Creation Station is probably, the video for it is probably, like, one of the best videos for any music video ever. That video is so cool. Yeah, I have, like, clips and stuff playing, so you could watch all those. So, yeah, Volume 2, Infiltrate, Destroy, Rebuild. Best track, Escape from Hellview. Volume 1, Volume 2, Infiltrate, Destroy, Rebuild. E. Moving on to An Answer Can Be Found.
With pessimistic views, you've entered a familiar realm.
Now, this album is where a lot of people said, like, it's not as good as the other stuff, but I'd probably disagree. I like all the CKY stuff. I don't think CKY's really made a bad song until Phoenix, but I think An Answer Can Be Found is really good. It's got a lot of good tracks. Familiar Realm is like the one they promoted the most. Like that's the one track that got like a music video and stuff like that. But The Way You Lived is really good. Tripled Manic State, that one's really good as well. Those are like the best tracks. This is another album, like there's really not too much weak stuff. Like on Volume 1, you kind of, I didn't mention it, but like there's like 1 or 2 weak tracks, like My Promiscuous Daughter. It's good, don't get me wrong. Like I said, CKY doesn't make bad songs, but it's probably just like one of the weaker tracks on the album. But on An Answer Can Be Found, I really can't think of a track that makes the album weak. It's all remains like a pretty consistent tone. I would argue it's a little bit more like the tone of it, the lyrically, it's just as like it's the same like tone, but in terms of like riffs and stuff, it's a little bit more like upbeat. But it's pretty good. I don't know. I'm not really a reviewer. I'm just giving my thoughts, guys. So if you disagree with me, you comment down below. I don't care. Sounds like a little bit more the tone of it. Maybe it's like the blue album art that makes it seem a little bit more upbeat for me, because like past 2 albums have like black album covers, and then the other one has like dark red Volume 2. So, like I said, maybe it's the blue album art that makes it seem a little bit more upbeat, but I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, An Answer Can Be Found. Really good album. I wouldn't say it's like underrated, because there's one album that is kind of like split down the middle with CKY, and that's the next album, which is Carver City. If you speak to CKY fans, majority of them love it, like me. I love the album, but there's a few people that don't like it. They kind of think this is where like CKY definitely started like going down, but I would probably disagree. I like a lot of the songs off this album. Maybe towards the end of the album, you have some weaker stuff, and it's definitely got some forgettable songs, like unlike IDR and Volume 1 and An Answer Can Be Found. Like, you know, like I can list like all the tracks on those, but Carver City, sometimes I forget like the names of some of the titles, and I forget like the order listing, but for the most part, it's a solid album. Definitely like not their best, but I still think it's a really great album that's definitely worth a listen or two. It's really great. Album art for it's awesome too. Like I love the artwork on it with like the boardwalk in the background, all the people shipwrecked coming on to shore. Like I think it's really cool. And then it's got awesome songs like The Boardwalk Body, A Number One Roller Rager, Hellions on Parade, which is the part 3 to 96 Quite Bitter Beings, which I always thought that was cool how they did 96 Quite Bitter Beings, Escape from Hellview, then Hellions on Parade. Hellions on Parade is an awesome song, and I think it's great to have the Hellview trilogy, I think they have called it. But yeah, so Carver City is a solid track, solid like entry, the CKY Discography, I think, if I'm saying the word right. Yeah, so there's really nothing on this album I hate, but yeah, there's really nothing I hate on this album. Like Plagued by Images, Karma Works, those are all really great too. Like the whole album's really great. Like I forget about some of the tracks, like Woe Is Me, but then when like you listen to it, it's still pretty good. It's a little bit like slower than the rest of CKY's music. Like compared to the other albums, it's like a lot slower of a pace, I would probably say. But otherwise, it's a really great album. You know, it's great to like listen to if like you're really tired or something like that, and you want to just lay down and relax and stuff like that. In my opinion, A Number One Roller Rager is probably like the most upbeat track, along with Hellions on Parade, and then the rest of the album is, you know, it's usual CKY, only it's just like little of a slower pace, I would argue. But anyway, moving on to the last CKY album release, and
You need attention.
Now, before anyone accuses me of being a Darren Miller fanboy, I would just like to say that I loved Chad's solo album. Actually, wait, hold on. I have Chad's album right here, Rock and Roll Alibis. I have it signed by him. I pre-ordered this. He gave me an awesome note saying thank you for the support. So Chad's an awesome guy. I love Chad. He makes great music. I'm not gonna lie, he makes really good music. I like this album a lot. But I'm sorry, Chad. If on the off chance you're watching this, I don't know. It just doesn't sound like real CKY. And I love Chad's vocals on Afterworld. Afterworld was such a great. Song, which I don't know, that never really got was it released with an album? I can't even remember. But anyway, Afterworld was great. Rock and Roll Alibis was great. But for a full-fledged CKY album, I really don't dig the sound too much. It's not bad, but I would just prefer if it was if the CKY name would just kind of be taken off it. Because compared to the other albums, it just doesn't really fit in. I know one of the flaws with CKY was that they never really experimented too much, but this just kind of sounds like it sounds like it's in the same genre, but it doesn't maintain the classic CKY sound, in my opinion. And it's not a bad album, like I said. I just don't think it's a good CKY album. Yeah, that's really it at the end of the day. I'm sorry. I liked if bleh, sorry, I'm a little distorted now. I don't know why, but yeah, briefly I'm gonna talk about this too. I know I said I wasn't gonna do anything pre CKY or anything on CKY, but I did want to discuss the recent releases of Darren Miller and the recent releases of Chad real quick. Rock and Roll Alibis. I did a review of this album. It actually got a lot of attention, and I still stand with it. But I thought it was really good. And I always said I was going to do a review of Galactic Prey, the Foreign Objects album Darren Miller did afterwards. I wanted suicide, on a course to and I haven't listened to World Under Blood, honestly. I haven't listened to it yet. I will definitely do that one day, but I have not listened to his stuff. But Galactic Prey was good, but I think 96 Bitter Beings, the new band he's working on, I think they sound really good, and I know everyone's like, oh, but they're just re-releasing CKY demos touched up. Well, that makes me even happier then, because now I get to hear these songs that were never really finished. Now they're actually being finished. I think that's awesome. I want you to believe, even if you have to tell me lies. We're getting content from both of them. My only peeve is that I really wish they would stop using the CKY name, both parties. I think they should just kind of make their own things. Because, to be fair, Darren did write a majority. I can't say anything, because I wasn't there, and I really hate to really get in the politics between the two sides. The way I feel is that Darren contributed heavily to the sound, and it would be a real shame to play without him. But Chad, I know, also did a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff. So, really, they're kind of incompatible without each other to make that CKY sound. So, I'm going to take that. I hate to take such a centrist stance on this, but really the truth of the matter is, without both of them, you really can't get exact CKY, but all I could say is, to me personally, 96 Bitter Being sounds a lot more like classic CKY, so, I don't know. These last 2 minutes have just been a ramble, I know, but if you followed through, thanks. Like I said, both extremely talented. Darren Miller and Chad Ginsberg, both extremely talented musicians. I wish them both the best in the future. I'm going to keep supporting both of them. I love both of the work they do. They're both responsible for my favorite music throughout the past few years. Well, I'm only 6. I'm going to be 17 next month, but I've been listening to CKY since middle school, so my favorite band since still one of the bands that always stuck with me. So I really am grateful for both of them for creating such great music. That's why I hate to see I hate to take sides in it, but yeah. So that's pretty much it. Like I said, I'm not a reviewer, so if anyone was bothered by my phrasing of anything, I apologize. This is my first time really reviewing music. I've been trying to do more music videos, music related videos. So yeah. Thanks for watching. Have a good one, guys. Yeah, this was recorded on another day. This was recorded literally the day after I recorded this review, and I really wish I had this poster for it, but I got my CKY poster in the mail. But it's gonna go right there. I have to fix the Lemmy poster. It's the way I hung it up. I'm either gonna put another poster underneath, like a wide poster, or I'm just gonna move it, lower it a little, then line up the CKY poster in the middle next to those two. I don't know. Or yeah, doesn't make a good thumbnail. But yeah, that's pretty much that. Quick update for y'all on the channel. I made sure to do this after the review. Should do save it for the end for the people that don't really care about too much about the channel. But just to say thanks to people who stuck around. It's pretty cool. I know I haven't really uploaded. Let's see, when was the last real video I uploaded? Not counting the map updates, not counting the Need for Speed thing, the very gory short was something cool, but I meant an actual video like this where I talk and stuff. Not counting the shout out and the updated video. I'm gonna go back to... I didn't even upload this video. It was a bait video I made. It was Eminem sucks, Fred Durst is the best rapper on the face of the planet, and I don't even like rap, but I like Limp Bizkit, so yeah. Drawing the... Holy shit. Alright, so the last real video I made on here... No, that was the I don't even know. Should I count that? The GTA 5 funny moments with Charlie and other people? I mean, it was April 6th. But the last real video like this to talk to you guys was... Holy shit, this is really far back. I mean, to be fair, I didn't even think of it. It was probably a lot sooner than December. I just cleared a lot of the videos off the channel that I just wasn't really too happy with. So yeah, it was probably sooner than that. But I know it has been a while since I made a real video like this, so it felt good to get back in front of the camera. A lot of shit's been going on. I figured I'd save it for the end of the video, if you were here for the CKY review, I'm sure you could tell, oh, I'm gonna click off now, which I don't blame you. Really wouldn't blame you. But, yeah, so some shit's been going on. Past year, I felt really good because I made the one update a while ago. I deleted that video now, but made that one update where I said how I got Crohn's disease and stuff like that. Still got it, but I've managed it more. I've managed it a lot better. I haven't been in pain in almost a year. So this past year, I've been catching up on a lot of my schoolwork. I've been just kind of trying to get back active into things and stuff like that. So apologies if I haven't made a video in a while, but I know this one is a video I've always wanted to make anyway, and then the CKY the Phoenix came out, which I wanted to do this sooner for that, but I never got the chance to, so whatever, I made it now. But, so that's pretty much it. One last thing, I have a proper shout-out video coming out, just one dedicated to Vincent. I'm going to be doing a whole thing for a lot of great people on this channel that have really stuck around. They're really great people. I'm going to only shout out people that actually make videos. There's a lot of really awesome people that watch my channel, but they don't make videos, so I'm not really going to shout them out because they probably don't really care about getting subscribers since they don't make videos. But I have a few people, really great people, I'm going to shout out. Some of the people from the collaborations I did a while ago, those people are going to be in there too. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Have yourselves a wonderful day. Goodbye. There's up now.